Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. Checking out Cleveland after splitting their first two games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And then you look at Chris Bosh, who missed half of last season. Such an important player on both ends of the floor, and where the Heat really missed him.
Yeah, he's a go-to player who demands attention, and he's got a feathery touch. You know, he keeps getting better as his threes starts going down. So he's a very difficult cover for a lot of people, so they definitely missed him.
Yeah, he's difficult because he can drag the bigger defenders out and shoot the threes in their face like yak 'em. And if you're a smaller guy, he's going to abuse you on the block with the back-to-back game.
Has your touch ever been described as feathery, Shaq?
Nope.
What would it be called?
I'm not a feathery type of guy.
I hear you.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call, courtside.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Eastern Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Cleveland Cavaliers intent on protecting home court. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Chris Bosh is out there with the closer. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Lowry. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And he gets it to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Eric Spoelstra. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make second, third, and fourth efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the report. The coach is playing here tonight. A good one, guys.
And I agree with him. I think he's determined not to let the opposing offense dictate tempo. And I think that is a good game plan.
That's the only plan, really, Greg. And Kevin, I mean, they cannot allow that offense to run wild. This game has to be played on their terms.
And here's Lowry. Following Montejunis's three. Butler dishes to Bosh. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Wesley Johnson.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
And that one falls for Johnson.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Now here's Wade against Charlotte. He was really on his game.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
Yeah, Greg, you know, I remember that stretch with Wade you're talking about. It seems like he finally now feels healthy, Clark, and it shows.
Wade himself said, Kevin, it was the best he felt in a couple of years. Health is such a big factor for him, given how he plays and selectively now likes to attack the rim.
That free throw good from Wade. Cavs were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of three-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron, doesn't it?
It does. That is effective. That one misses.
And, you know, for the Cavs at home, they ended with 31 wins there. Second best record in the East in that regard. A lot of those wins actually came after the All-Star break.
Here is Wilcox. Bledsoe outside. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Wilcox. From the arc. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Wilcox has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And how about the Cavs last season? 18 straight home wins for them. 3rd longest home win streak in their history. And that home winning streak helped them jump from the middle of the playoff pack to the 2 seed.
And the Cavaliers with possession here after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Butler against Montejunis. The jump hook, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Montejunis has got 5 now. Lowry against Bledsoe. Lowry drives in, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. The shot by Wade wide open. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Bledsoe against Butler. There's a screen by Modiunas. There's Bottoms. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis, and that one's good. Bottoms got his first 2 points of the night.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
They set the screen. Out to the wing. Lowry has the open look. Again, the miss by Lowry. Cleveland leading by 4. Stolen by Bosh. Wade with it. He has 5. Lowry for 3. That one goes. Count it.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Bledsoe passes to Wilcox. Kicks to Modiunas. Feeds to Bledsoe. Leans from outside. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Bosh. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. There's Bottoms. Wade is covered. Good. Bottoms got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
The closer passes to Butler. Modiunas grabs the miss.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The Heat trail by 3. Shot's good by Butler. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Bledsoe. He had 22 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Now here is Lowry. After Modiunas' miss, Wade fires. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Bledsoe outside. To the left side wing. Here's Madison. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Bosh kicks to Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. Cavaliers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Dishes to Bledsoe. Johnson the screen. Shot from the wing. The offensive rebound. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. The shot is off. Miami trailer. Butler dishes to Lowry. Bosh, no one around him, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bosh has got his first points of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Bottoms. Mozgov comes in for Modiunas. Mo Williams is checked in for Wilcox. And Parker's subbed in for Wesley Johnson. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for the closer. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Dang in for Jimmy Butler. Now here is Varejau. Parker outside. They need this one. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. The Heat have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And it's Lowry penetrating. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
And the first one drops. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Now, here is Lowry. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Hornets. A floater. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Bledsoe kicks to Parker. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. And that's now 6 points for Parker.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year. Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with a three of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
Now here's Williams. The dish to Mozgov for three, and another three for Cleveland.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Parker against Lowry. Rebound by Parker.
They got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And the basket by Wade.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Parker passes to Williams. Picked by Varejao. Now here's Mozgov. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Mozgov down low, guarded by Stoudemire.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Cleveland's head athletic trainer. He relayed to me that it seems like he bruised his tailbone on that play. That's a bitter pill for them to swallow at such an early stage of the season. It really changes the look of this entire team, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Hopefully we'll see him very soon.
Well, they like him back as quick as possible, but they also want him healthy.
1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Parker outside. He dishes it to Verejao. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Picked by Mozgov. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from the wing. That is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's Lowry. And it's blocked. They recover it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anderson Verejao. That is his first foul of the game. The Heat have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. On the free throw, no good. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Bledsoe. Parker outside. Picked by Verejao. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially.
And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same direction.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the offensive system, the defensive system, and it just clicked. And we got a bunch of guys in here who only want to see each other be successful, and it's rare in this league to have a team like that.
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Or do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they've swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, folks.
Yeah, or handball.
Or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Johnson is out there with Montejunas. Then it's Mozgov. Then it's Jared Jack. And it's Wilcox in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Here's the closer. A 20-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. And Lowry gets it to go.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far. Superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Jack after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Here is Wilcox. Pulls it up. Not enough on that one as it misses. Miami's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
From 8, the shot by Lowry, no good.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Dang against Jack. The pass to Mozgov. Second chance shot. Moniunas dishes to Johnson. Pass to Moniunas. Over Bosh. Moniunas' shot is good. Moniunas has got 7 points. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Picked by Mozgov, and Jack, here we go. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dang's got the ball. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Butler. Great showing for him last season. He put up about 20 points per game last season, 6 rebounds and 3 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Well, he's operating at the highest level right now, one of the truly elite talents in the NBA.
Bottoms, he's checked in for Mozgov. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Heat. Pass to Madison. The 15-footer. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Nearly flawless offensively from start to finish there, and really just an impressive win.
Yeah, really balanced team. We saw a little bit of everything from them, and just about all of that everything we saw worked.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The Heat getting the bucket. Johnson the screen. Lowry against Jack. Passes it to Madison. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
I love that stroke that you saw from Bosh right there.
There's a screen by Moniunas. Johnson outside. He kicks to Wilcox. There's the pick. Takes the 3. Good. Wilcox has got 6.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Lowry kicks it to Tucker. Bosh against Moniunas. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their 3-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Shot by Jack. Wide open. No good on the 3. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. There's the feed to Bosh. Out left to the wing. Lowry fires. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And for Kyle Lowry, a guy who just has an unbelievable nose for the basketball, the triple-double comes naturally to him now. Top 10 in the league the past 2 seasons. In his short time with the Raptors, he's already their career leader in that category.
The Heat trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
Gotta find something right. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Good. Wilcox has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's the closer. That's tipped, and they get it back. Bosh passes to the closer. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. The closer's got 4 points this quarter.
Great pass by Bosh there.
Cleveland leading by 4. And here is Jack. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Wilcox passes to Madison. Puts it up from 12, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Montejunas. Easy breezy comes in for Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for Wilcox. And Parker's subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for the closer. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Butler. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
Now here's Williams. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6. Wade with it. He's picked up by Parker. Wade drives in. Got a piece of it. Williams against Lowry. Williams kicks to Parker. Rebound by the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Tucker dishes to Lowry. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Mo Williams.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
And so Lowry nails both of them.
We've seen Lowry doing his thing. 13 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Now here's Parker. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Near the 3-point line, it's Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Wade drives in. Whiteside kicks it to Tucker. Feeds it to Wade. Whiteside sets the bit for Wade. Launches it. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. Here's Bledsoe. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
Wade up top, covered by Parker. Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And there's Mo Williams on the assist by Parker. Williams has got 5 points so far.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Stoudemire after the made shot from Mo Williams. The drive by Wade takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov's checked in, picked by Mozgov, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. And that one's good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Out to Parker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Luol Deng.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Right side, the pass to Deng. A baseline J. Misses off the left iron. Cleveland leading by 4. Parker outside. Kicks it to Bledsoe. A minute 42 left in the first half of the game. And again, it's Cleveland.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
The Heat trail by 6. Lowry kicks to Wade. Right side a screen, and it's Wade penetrating, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. He had a strong showing last season, 10th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
This is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line right here.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Parker outside. Dishes it to Varejao. There's a screen. He feeds it to Bledsoe. Picked by Mozgov. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
No good on that one.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And the second free throw, good.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. They only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Now here's Stoudemire. Deng dishes to Whiteside. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Mozgov passes to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Lowry kicks to Dang. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Nice D from Verajak.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Bledsoe outside. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Dwayne, it certainly looks as if you guys are having plenty of fun out here tonight. Tell us a little bit about that first half. It looked like a track meet.
Yeah, it's a lot of up and back. Close out the paint, close out the three-point shooter, get the ball out, go. So, you know, these are one of those games that you enjoy to play.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At one point, they managed to push out ahead to an 8-point lead. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.